The arrest of cartel leader Mayo Zambada has led to an explosion of violence in the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. During a recent podcast conversation, I asked historian Ben Smith what impact Mayo's arrest will have on Mexico. He explained,
First off, what isn't next is Mexico is not going to suddenly not become the major provider of dangerous narcotics to the United States. I mean, even members of the DEA that you talk to know that his arrest or anyone's arrest is going to do absolutely nothing to stem the flow. Drug trafficking organizations like the Sinaloa Cartel are completely decentralized. Now, where Miles' arrest might change things is in the structure, as you rightly say, of the Sinaloa Cartel. For over a decade, El Mayo has worked as this mediator between Sinaloa's semi-autonomous drug cells and the political elite. And to a certain extent, and you're absolutely right in saying this is not perfect in any way, shape, or form, he has managed to minimize extreme outbreaks of violence. We've had nothing like, and I think this what they've always tried to avoid are the outbreaks of intra-cartel or inter-cartel violence that really blew up entire cities. So, what is going to happen with him gone? Uh, so the Sinaloa cartel has prided itself up to now as operating a much more organized, less kind of socially destructive form of drug trafficking. They are not the same as the Zetas or the Gulf cartel, ones that really do a lot of harm to the populaces. So I wonder whether the Sinaloa cartel, with Mayo gone, with this last vestige of the old school gone, whether they will turn much more into um, the same will happen to them really that happened to the Gulf cartel. It'll become much more fragmented, and these semi-autonomous drug cells will get more and more involved in other forms of crime. That is extortion, carjacking, um, kidnapping, and also maybe even drug sales on the streets of Sinaloa, which, as I say, up to now have not been a huge problem.
check out the full conversation on episode 23 of the Modern Mexico podcast to find out why